Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I would like to welcome all of you for our study of Shri Upadesamrita. By Krishna's mercy, we started yesterday. So yesterday we were glorifying Srila Prabhupada, who has introduced us to Krishna consciousness, who has introduced us to all these Vedic literatures, who has introduced us to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his ascendants or his descendants, or all his descendants, his parshadas, his devotees, pure devotees and acharyas like our Srila Rupa Goswami and other Goswamis, right? So we are very, very fortunate, and we are so we are so indebted to all these gifts given by Srila Prabhupada. So we should always remember, and before we begin, we should offer our prostrate obeisances unto him, so that by his blessings we can somehow progress in this process of bhakti. So let us offer our humble obeisances to him before we start. So as we did yesterday, I would be sharing, let me say, I will be sharing the Shad Goswami Ashtagam, couple of verses we will be chanting as Mangalacharan. Let me just not here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Where it is. Right. Okay, so let's recite beautiful Shad Goswami Ashtagam. Maybe we can recite the entire Ashtagam. We have discussed the meaning of first two and the last. Probably we will discuss the meaning of next three today. So what I will do, I will recite the first 5 or maybe first 4 verses, okay? Now today, then we can discuss the two of these verses, and tomorrow or maybe in the next session we can take up the next 2 verses. Then we are completing the entire. Again, this is not in detail. It's a very, 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 very short explanation we are doing, because very beautiful Ashtagam. This is very beautiful Ashtagam. It's so deep. In fact, it takes many classes, in fact, to discuss this. So let's recite. कृष्णोत्कीर्तन गान नर्तन परो प्रेमामृदाब्धो निधि धीरा धीर जन प्रिय प्रिय करो निर्मत्सरो पूजितो श्री चैतन्य कृपा भरो भुवि बुहो बारावहं तारको वंदे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीव गोपालकौ नाना शास्त्र विचारिणैक निपुणौ सद्धर्म संस्थापकौ लोकानां हितकारिणौ त्रिभुवने मान्यो शरण्याकरौ राधा कृष्ण पदारविंद भजना नंदेन मत्तालिकौ वंदे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीव गोपालकौ श्री गौरंगा गुणानुवर्णन विदौ श्रद्धा समृद्ध्यन्वितो पापोतापनिकृतानुतनुभृतां गोविन्दगानामृतये आनन्दाम्भुदिवर्धनैकनिपुणौ कैवल्यनिस्तारकौ वन्दे रूपसनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीवगोपालकौ त्यक्त्वा तूर्णमशेषमण्डलपति श्रेणीं सदा तुच्छवत् भूत्वा दीनगणेशको करुणया कौपीनकन्ताश्रितौ गोपीभावरसामृदाब्धिलहरी कल्लोलुमग्नो मुहुर्वन्दे रूपसनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीवगोपालकौ. Okay, last verse also I will chant. हे राधे व्रज देविके च ललिते हे नंद सूनो कुतः श्री गोवर्धन कल्पपादपतले कालिंदी वने कुतः घोषन्ताविति सर्वतो व्रजपुरे केदैर्महाविह्वलौ वन्दे रूपसनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीवगोपालकौ वन्दे रूपसनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्रीजीवगोपालकौ. Okay, so I will just go through the meaning of third and fourth verse today. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the six Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami, who are very much enriched in understanding of the Lord Chaitanya. So, and who are thus expert in narrating his transcendental qualities. See here. Shri Gauranga Gunanu Varnana Vido. So the qualities, the transcendental qualities of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was being, they were enriched in understanding Mahaprabhu's mood, and they were able to expertly narrate the qualities of Mahaprabhu. Then next line says, Papo-tapa nikritanutanu-bhritam Govinda ganamritai. So here it is saying that they can purify Papa means the sins. They can purify all conditioned souls from the reactions of their sinful activities by pouring upon the transcendental songs about Govinda. So what does it mean? Dear devotees, if we are studying the books, if we are reciting the verses composed by Srila Rupa Goswami and other Goswamis, or the books they composed, all the books they have composed has slokas. So Rupa Goswami has written so many books, we will discuss that later. Everything has Sanskrit sloka and its explanation. So basically it's song, it's kind of a glorification of Krishna, and the science of Krishna consciousness is completely there in their scriptures, in their books. It is as we discussed yesterday, all the essence of Vedas they have studied scrutinizingly, and they have given us the essence through their literature, through their works. So here it is mentioned, if we really take the shelter of Sri Goswami's literatures, Goswami's books, means what is the meaning of taking shelter? Means reading it, or reciting it, understanding it, and if there are instructions, follow it. Then what will happen? That can purify all conditions also. These Goswamis are so powerful. They are eternal associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are eternal associates of Radha and Krishna. They can purify all conditioned souls from all reactions of the sinful activities. They are such great acharyas. Not an ordinary. They are not just human beings. Then, as such, they are very expert in increasing the limits of the ocean of transcendental bliss, and they are the saviors of the living entities from the devouring mouth of liberation. So they can save us from these calamities. In the sense, this birth, death, old age, disease cycle, if we take the shelter of all these Goswamis of Vrindavan, we will be able to cross this material world easily. Not only that, we will get Krishna Prema in our heart. That is what they say. They are very expert in increasing the limits of. So if we have little bit of inclination towards Krishna, little bit of, they can increase it. They are expert in increasing. And we will become pure devotees. That is the meaning. Fourth verse here. This is so beautiful. Tyaktva turnamashesha mantalapati shrenim sada tuchchavat. Tyaktva means immediately or without thinking twice. Turnam means immediately. Tyaktva means, giving up. Tyaktva means giving up. Turnam means immediately or, just like that. Turnam, fast. Ashesha Mantalapati, they were all Mantalapati. Mantalapati means they were all, these Goswamis were not ordinary souls. Materially, let us come to their history. I don't know where Krishna is taking me. Some few devotees were telling me to speak about Goswamis of Vrindavan also in this our upcoming Eid holiday series. But Krishna is inspiring me to say now, because we are discussing Srila Rupa Goswami's books. So Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they are brothers. So elder brother is Sanatana Goswami, younger brother is Srila Rupa Goswami. However, in the spiritual world, if you see the hierarchy, Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari and she is more closer to Radharani. In the sense, everybody is closer. At the same time, Rupa Goswami is the head of all Manjaris. She is the leader of all Manjaris basically. So in the spiritual world, the position of Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari is little higher than the Sanatana Goswami, who is Lavanga Manjari in the spiritual world. But when they came here, the elder brother was Sanatana Goswami and younger brother is Rupa Goswami. And they had one more brother, his name is Anupam. And Anupam's son is our Jiva Goswami. So that is the relationship between Rupa Sanatana and Jiva Goswami. And he is the youngest. So Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, all of them took birth in a very great Saraswat Brahman family in South India. So they appeared in that great family, and as part of their like family, not family, the forefathers of the Goswamis, they had moved to West Bengal during that time, because West Bengal was considered to be the seat of all the Sanskrit and scholars and those Vedas basically. It's a very important place. West Bengal was a very important, prominent place if you see the history. We are not talking about the current situation. We're talking about the previous generation. When even Mahaprabhu, when he came, Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur, during that time, 500 years before, it is mentioned that Navadvip was the seat of learning. So all the Brahmanas, all the scholars from different parts of the world will come to that place. Navadvip means Mayapur, which is again in the West Bengal basically. See, all of them had moved to West Bengal, one or two generations before itself. And Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they are basically a Brahman from the Saraswat South Indian Brahman family, and they are very well educated scholars in Sanskrit, and they were multilingual. They were knowing many languages, both of them, not only Sanskrit. They know so many languages. During whatever languages was there, they were knowing it, including Arabic. Including Arabic. Why? And during that time, what happened? They were scholars and they were pure devotees by birth. We don't have to tell, they are pure devotees coming from the Goloka Vrindavan. So of course that it's there in their always there in their heart. So they were practicing devotional service because the family tradition is like that. So they were grown up like that. And what happened is that during that time, Bengal was under the rule of Muslim rulers, Muslim kings. So there was different kings who were ruling the West Bengal. So there was a very famous king whose name is Muslim king. His name is Nawab Hussain Shah. So Nawab Hussain Shah was ruling that time, and what he does generally is that Nawab Hussain Shah goes to different places, and he like takes all the wealth and all these things. Generally what kings do, right? Go to different places and do some exercises and take away the wealth, and so many things they are doing. And also there was a process of conversion to their religion also. That also was happening there. So where our Rupa and Sanatan, during that time they were known as Amar is Amar and Santosh. Yes, Santosh is Sanatan Goswami, Amar is Rupa Goswami. That is their official name in the sense, in the passport. I don't know whether they had passport, what I am saying. Okay, so Amar and Santosh. So they were in one part of Bengal. So Nawab Hussain Shah used to go to different places and try to if there is any wealth, he will take it, and so many things he was doing. When they came to the village of town of where both these Goswamis are there and their family, so they had a culture. Of course, I mentioned that they were pure devotees, and the entire village was completely Krishna conscious because of the presence of these two great souls, and also because they were doing so many preaching and so many things were happening. So everybody in that, it's not even one village, there are multiple villages together. So all of them, they have completely converted in the sense they have made devotees there. So they used to come to Rupa Sanatan. They were very young during that time, very young boys actually, youth, in their youth. And everybody was depending upon them for anything, and they were taking care of them nicely, like not only in the in terms of spiritual spiritual education, they were taking care of as leaders, as well-wishers. Both of them were taking care of the entire villages, 4 or 5 few villages across. So when this Nawab came with his soldiers to attack or to come to this place and rob or take away the things, he was doing so many things. He could not come. So when he started coming, all of them approached this Amar and Santosh, took their shelter. Then Amar and Santosh, representing all the people there in these villages, they went and talked to Nawab Hussain Shah. They said, "We want to talk to you, something personal. Please, we want some time." But Nawab gave them time. So 3 of them went. They were having conversations. We don't know what they spoke, but we can imagine they are not ordinary people. So they had a long conversation. After that, Nawab Hussain Shah understood that these are great personalities, great people. Whatever religion they are in, but doesn't matter. I want these 2 intelligent boys or intelligent, these young men in my kingdom. I want them as my ministers because they are very smart. They are very intelligent. He understood. And he said, after their conversation, he understood that they are very intelligent and smart, and he gave a proposal. He said, "If both of you join me, I will give you minister posts. I want to make you one of you finance minister. I want to make you one home minister. Will you take that post? I want both of you." So they said, "We cannot come. Sorry, because we are not interested in all these things. Any government or political things, we are not interested. We are studying Shastras, we are teaching Shastras. We are Brahmins, so we are doing that." Then he said couple of times. Nawab said, "If you please join, it's my request," he said. Rupa and Amar and Santosh said, please forgive us, we cannot come with you. You can ask anything else. We will try to do. We will try to help you. If you want wealth from all these villages, we can get and I will collect. Personally, we will collect and give it to you if that is your requirement. He said, I don't want anything from your villages, but I want both of you. You should join me. They said, we cannot. Then he threatened. He said, if both of you don't join me, I am going to kill all these villages in front of both of you. Then finally they had to agree. There was no option for them. Threatened, they said, we will, create disturbance, we'll kill the men and we will spoil the women. They said, in front of both of you. If you want me to do that, I will do that. Otherwise, you join. Finally, they had to join. They said, okay, we are agreeing. Then both of them joined as ministers, basically. So this Nawab Hussain Shah was very happy with them. And he gave them all the power, everything. So they decide everything. Sanatan Goswami, during that time, Amar and Santosh, he has given them names also. Sanatan Goswami became Sakara Malik. This is a Muslim name given by our Nawab Hussain Shah. He was known as Sakara Malik as a minister. He was finance minister, our Sanatan Goswami, Sakara Malik. And Dhabir Kas is the name of Rupa Goswami, basically given by Nawab Hussain Shah. He became the home minister. So both of them they were taking care of the entire kingdom, the West Bengal. He said he is like in a retirement mode. Our Nawab Hussain. Nawab Hussain Shah says, both of you do the needful and let me just go to some place and take some rest. And he is in that mood. And he was very happy with their, with their skills, and they were very expert, both of them. So what I am trying to say is that they were not only expert in the Shastras, they are not only expert in Bhakti, even in ruling. Being Brahmanas, they had the quality of Kshatriyas also. Generally it will not happen like it will not be like that. But they had, because they were very special people. And what happened is that many years has gone, and because Nawab loved these two boys, young men, and Nawab had given all the freedom to them also. You can do whatever. And he said, if you want to have your community, you want to make them whatever religion you are following or whatever you want to do, you can do. So they have given full freedom. So they were preaching also during that time. In the sense, they were taking care of their villages and everything they were doing. So those who are in the Hindu community, or we can say who follow Sanatana Dharma, Nawab Hussain had given the word that I will not disturb your people. You have the, you can do whatever you want, like that. So they had that much power. Finally, what happened? They were waiting for, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are aware that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is already in this planet. We want to have a darshan of him. So during that time, one time Mahaprabhu, this is after Mahaprabhu's sannyas, while from Jagannath Puri he is going to Vrindavan. So while going to Vrindavan, he is going through West Bengal. He came there just to see Rupa and Sanatan. We are not going to details, but I am just giving some glimpse of it. So they understood, both Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami understood that Dhabir Kas and Sakara Malik understood that Mahaprabhu is coming. He is on the way to en route to Vrindavan and is going through West Bengal. So we want to take his darshan, we want to completely surrender our life to him. Like that they were thinking. And they took permission, they took leave, both of them. And Mahaprabhu, when he came, both of them are meeting them in a place called as Ramakeli in West Bengal. So in the Ramakeli, Mahaprabhu was actually waiting for these two young men to see them. And that time it is mentioned that Jiva was very small. Jiva Goswami was very small. He was like a small boy, 4 years, 3 years, 4 years boy. And Mahaprabhu, Rupa, Sanatana, plus our small Jiva, 3 of them are going to meet Mahaprabhu, take darshan. So when they are going, Mahaprabhu had so many followers. So whenever Mahaprabhu is moving from one place to another place, thousands and thousands, lakhs of people will follow him. And not only that, all his main associates were also with them, like Nityananda Prabhu was there, Srila Haridas Thakur is with Mahaprabhu. So when Rupa Sanatan, Dhabir Das and Sakara Malik or Amar or Santosh with Jiva, when they went, Mahaprabhu is sitting there in one place under a very beautiful banyan tree. So they are going to meet. So before meeting Mahaprabhu, they approached Nityananda Prabhu and Srila Haridas Thakur. I will tell you who Nityananda Prabhu, all of you know. Haridas Thakur is another great soul. He is called as Namacharya, and means he was chanting 300,000 holy names every day. We'll talk about him later and some other point. So these are Mahaprabhu's very close associates, and both the three of them, Jiva is small, and two of them took Jiva also with them, approached Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur and said, we want to, they paid obeisances in front of both of them, took their blessings, they blessed them, both of them, and they said, we want to have the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so please give us that opportunity. Then it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are giving an darshan, actually Mahaprabhu is meeting them first time in that manifested Leela. Of course they know each other from spiritual world, but here the first time they are meeting, and it is mentioned that our Rupa and Sanatan, they have, yesterday I recited one verse, Adadanastranam dandar idam yaje puna punaha Srimad Rupa Padamboja Dhulisyam Janma Janmi. I recited yesterday, clasping the straw in the between the teeth, means I mentioned that it shows humility basically. So literally both of them, Amar and Santosh, they have kept straw in their between the teeth and paid obeisances in front of Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu said, please get up, I want to see both of you. They are not getting up, they are not at all getting up, they are clasping the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and telling him that please take us, please, we want to be with you, we don't want to be with this Nawab Hussain Shah. So then Mahaprabhu said, then it's a beautiful conversation, I am not going to the details. Our Sanatan Goswami saying that we don't know what is the purpose of life, we don't know who are we, why we are in this material world. It is not that he doesn't know, out of humility he is saying. Then finally Mahaprabhu is saying, oh Sanatan, oh Rupa, both of you are so humble, it actually pierces my heart. I feel so bad when you show this humility. Please don't show this humility. Not showing, it's coming from their heart. Mahaprabhu's heart is burning by seeing that genuine humility from both of them. Then Mahaprabhu said, they said, we want your shelter. We don't want to be back in the Nawab Hussain Shah. We were ministers for a long time now. And it is mentioned, Rupa and Sanatan, they had boat load of gold. Their salary was too high. Nawab Hussain Shah was giving them everything. They were very rich, both of them. Truckload. We say truckload. It's boat load, basically, of wealth. Basically, the gold coins and all. Mahaprabhu, both of them said, we want to completely, get rid of all this and we want to take your shelter. And Mahaprabhu said, time has not come. You have to wait for some more time. You should wait. I will tell you when you have to come. I will not very far, that day is not very far, but please do what I say now. Continue your work and have nishtha in your heart and have this strong desire in your heart that, and you want to come to Vrindavan and you will be meeting me again in the near future, but have that desire and pray to Krishna, chant holy names. He gave few instructions to these two young men, and also he said, from today you will be known as Rupa and Sanatan. So that is the day when Mahaprabhu gave the name also to Rupa Sanatan. And he saw the small boy, our Jiva also, and Mahaprabhu was very happy. Mahaprabhu was embracing Jiva, and he was embracing and kissing and smelling the head of Jiva. Jiva was a very small boy. Just imagine the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's embracing that boy, and then we can imagine what will be the future of Jiva. Jiva Goswami became the greatest acharya. So after that, they went. Mahaprabhu went. Mahaprabhu is en route to Vrindavan. He went, and both of them went back to their job. They started thinking, we want to somehow retire, somehow take, run away from here. So what to do? And then Rupa Goswami made a plan. Rupa Goswami somehow convinced Nawab Hussain Shah and said, I cannot work anymore, I want to go. So he said, okay. He said so many excuses and he somehow escaped. And Nawab said, okay, if you are going, but at least I need Sakara Malik. If you are going, I don't want you to go, but if you want to, because it's like many years they were serving. So he gave, so there it is mentioned that Rupa Goswami had 2 or 3 boats full of gold coins. That was his income, salary, whatever he had. So he had that. What he did, there it is mentioned that he distributed 50%, gave charity to Vaishnavas and Brahmanas, and 25%, a few gold coins he kept it for emergency. What he did is that, and he gave also 25% to his relatives and all his family members and all. 25% he kept it with him, not for anything. He gave into a banker. Why he gave? Because Sanatan Goswami is still under the custody, under Nawab Hussain. So Rupa Goswami has envisioned that this guy, Nawab Hussain Shah will not let him go. So he will have to do something. He may need money. Sanatan Goswami may need money. So let me keep something with the banker. So one of the banker in that same village, he had given 25% of whatever savings he had. And Rupa Goswami left. He left to meet Mahaprabhu and he took shelter of Mahaprabhu. But Sanatan Goswami is still there. Sanatan Goswami also approached Nawab Hussain Shah. I also want to go. He said, if you are saying now, if you tell me one more time, I will arrest you. I will put you in the jail. Don't tell all this. I want you. Already your brother left. My one hand is gone. Now you are also telling that you want to go. I cannot leave you. He was holding him because they were very smart and efficient young man, both of them. So finally, one day Sanatan Goswami told him, Nawab Hussain Shah said that I want to, in between I forgot to mention one thing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, I told no, he got permission from Nawab Hussain Shah. So before that something happened actually. Some of the people, some of the helpers and the servants of Nawab Hussain Shah had told Mahaprabhu that one saffron cloth, one sannyasi from different community, he has come, and so many people thousands and lakhs of people are following him. He had told that. So Nawab Hussain Shah one day he was going and seeing who is that Mahaprabhu, who is that person actually. So by seeing him, he understood that this is not an ordinary person. Nobody will be attracted like this. And he told his servants that I think that this person who Mahaprabhu is telling about Mahaprabhu, he is not an ordinary person. He is, maybe Allah's some empowered personality. So leave him alone. Whatever he wants to do, let him do. So that permission they are given. So then Sakara Malik and Dhabergas during that time when they asked, they said we want to meet this person. Then Nawab had allowed him. So what I'm trying to say is that already he understood that Mahaprabhu is not an ordinary person. He is some divine personality. So he had some respect or some kind of feeling towards Mahaprabhu in the heart of Nawab Hussain Shah also. So the point is that now Sakara Malik is no more, he is still Sakara Malik for Nawab Hussain, but he is Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami is approaching him and he is telling, I want to go. He said no. Then he said, my health is not good, he said. Sanatan Goswami said, my health is not good. I want a break for a few weeks. Please give me some leave. I am sick. And he allowed him, okay, if you are sick, you can take rest. He went in sick leave. I don't know how many days, 15 days like all of us, or 10 days. Anyway, he went. He was, so Nawab Hussain Shah is not, this Sanatan Goswami is not coming back at all. It's more than a month now. He's not coming back. Nawab Hussain Shah had some doubt. Why he is not coming? Is he still sick? He sent few messengers to see what is the condition of Sanatan Goswami. When the messengers went to Sanatan Goswami's home, Sanatan Goswami is sitting in a small Vyasasan. There are many hundreds of Brahmanas and devotees sitting around. They were doing Bhagavatam class. They were doing Bhagavatam. So the servants came back and said, he is not sick. He is doing, he is taking Bhagavatam, or, he is doing some preaching or whatever, Nawab got really irritated. Then he came with his soldiers and came to meet Sanatan Goswami and said, you cheated me. You are actually my trustworthy servant, but you cheated me this time. I am not happy with you. He said, I am going to punish you. So you are not sick, but you said you are sick, and I am going to put you in jail. So now he said, Sanatan Goswami said, whatever you wish, you can do, no problem. But I will not work for you anymore. If you want to kill me, no problem, he said. But he was not killing him, because Sanatan Goswami had served him and helped him for many things actually. So he did not have that mood of killing him. He said, okay, I am not killing you, but I am putting you in the jail. Sanatan Goswami said, whatever you want to do, but I will not work with you anymore. I don't want to serve you anymore. Sorry, I want to go. And he was put in a jail. And imagine Sanatan Goswami in the jail now, and so many people, jailers are there, jail keepers are there. Sanatan Goswami automatically, is a pure devotee when pure devotee in the jail also will become spiritual. So Sanatan Goswami, slowly started talking to the jailers and all. And one day, and he is very smart. Sanatan Goswami is very smart. He will not tell about Krishna or anything, but he will glorify, he will bring some spiritual topics, in the discussion, and he will glorify their belief actually. And one day he said, all of you are going to Mecca, you are fortunate to go, but see, I am locked here. I want to also go to the spiritual places, but all of you are not allowing. In fact, that time both of them had, Rupa and Sanatan had big beard also. And Sanatan Goswami Shakara Malik told him, actually I also want to go to Mecca. That I had taken a vow that I will go this year, but you have put me here. He is not telling Vrindavan, he is telling I want to go to Mecca. So jailers were feeling some kind of, soft corner to him. And finally, one day what happened, Sanatan Goswami bribed the main jailer. He said, if you allow me to go, I will give you 2000 gold coins. See, he is already aware that Rupa has given in one of the banker. So I will give you 2000 gold coins, please allow me to go. Jailer said, I cannot do that. I cannot cheat my boss, Nawab Hussain. Then he said, I will add 1000 more. I will give you 3000. He said, no. He said, I will give you 5000. Can you allow me to go? He said, no. And finally, Sanatan Goswami said, I will give you 10,000 gold coins. That is only what I have. You take that. 10,000, when the jailkeeper heard, he fell in that trap. He said, okay, fine, if you give me 10,000, I will allow you to go. Nobody will come to know also. Then he asked, what should I tell then? If they are asking, if the Nawab is asking, what shall I tell? He said, Sanatan Goswami said, tell him that I asked to go for a nature's call, and somehow I pushed you and beat you and ran away. Something like that you can say. And Sanatan Goswami escaped. And he also told that you can collect the gold coin from that, whatever banker. Already everything is arranged. Sanatana Goswami is not cheating them, but he did a bribe there. So it's not, please don't think that why a pure devotee has done like this, because the purpose, there was a higher purpose behind that. It's not that he want to tell some lie, but there was a higher purpose. Because Mahaprabhu is waiting. Mahaprabhu wanted now Sanatana Goswami to join him as early as possible, and that instruction has been already given from within by Paramatma, is already given him instruction, do this, because somehow he has to escape. So for a higher purpose, sometimes these kind of adjustments, or we can say lie or whatever, is allowed, but it is, please don't take this as an advantage, or we can also say like that. Generally, we are not supposed to speak lie, but there was a higher purpose. Like we also sometimes tell to the boss, if there is Janmashtami or Radhashtami, some festival comes, I am sick, take leave. I have done that. I am not sick, I may not be sick, but so remembering, following the footsteps of Sanatana Goswami. But please don't take advantage of this. Only for spiritual, only for spiritual, spiritual activities. If we need it on an urgent basis, if we have to do it, but not regularly, but sometimes we can do it. But anyway, the point is that he escaped. Then Sanatana Goswami is going to Vrindavan. So many description is there. I am not going to go there. But why I said all this is only because here it is mentioned. Tyaktva turnamashesha mandalapadi. See here. Yeah. Who kicked off all association of aristocracy as insignificant. So I did not speak about Raghunath Das Goswami. He is also like that. He is also like that. He was the richest among all these Goswamis. Raghunath Das Goswami was a son of a big zamindar. They used to have lakhs of gold coins they used to get as tax, and their income was more than, I think, 2 lakhs of gold coins per month, something like that in that time. Just we cannot imagine how much wealthy he was. He was very rich. He also, there is a story behind his renunciation also, but I will not speak today. And so all these Goswamis were well off, especially the 3 Rupa Sanatana, and the most richest was Raghunath Das Goswami, who all of them kicked off all association of aristocracy as insignificant. This is the point. Tyaktva turnam. Tyaktva means reject. Turnam means immediately. Ashesha Mandalapadi, they were having all the, they were aristocratic, and they left everything. Tuchavat, Shrenim Sada Tuchavat. Tuchavat means as just Trina, just left it. Just, insignificant, considering all this aristocracy, money and fame, everything to be Tucha. And they left everything. For what? In order to deliver the poor conditioned souls, to deliver all conditioned souls like all of us. Because of them, for delivering us, being compassionate on us, they have left everything, and Mahaprabhu, they joined Mahaprabhu. They accepted loin cloths. They became Babajis, like they were not sannyasis. However, they left everything. They had only one single cloth. That too not the beautiful 2-layered dhoti, what we have. 1-layered dhoti, that not even dhoti. It is like a what to say, our normal towel, only up to the knees, and a small uttariya. That also very, very simple. So 2-piece, that's all. They were wearing that after that. So throughout their life, they accepted loin clothes, treating themselves as mendicants. They were mendicants. They are always merged in the ecstatic. Okay, so their renunciation, all this Goswami's renunciation, we cannot even imagine. They were, they were not even living under one tree of Brindavan for more than 2 days, thinking that we will get attached to this tree. That was their renunciation. They will move from one tree to another tree so that they don't get attached. That was the renunciation. And Raghunath Das Goswami's history, when we study, it is mentioned he was drinking only 1 cup of buttermilk a day. That's all. And all of them are like that. Not eating, very less, one time, that too maybe some buttermilk or maybe 1 roti which they are getting from Mathukari. Mathukari means bhiksha. And they were not sleeping also. Throughout the night they write books or chant. So 22 and half, it is mentioned for Raghunath Das Goswami, all the Goswamis basically, more than 22 hours they will be engaged in different services like chanting, kirtan, writing books throughout. And just 1 hour, maybe they will, 1.5 hours, they may just take a small nap. That nap also, it is mentioned, in the nap they will be only seeing Radha Krishna's pastimes. So that means 24 hours they were they were swimming in the in the loving service of Radha and Krishna. That is what they are so exalted, so glorious. They are merged in the ecstatic ocean of gopis' love for Krishna. So in that conjugal love, we can say, because they are all manjaris, they are all maid servants of Radharani, and their actual services in the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan, is to serve Radha and Krishna. And they were always in that ecstatic madhurya bhava, and bathe always and repeatedly the waves of that ocean. So they were all swimming in the ocean of ecstatic madhurya rasa. So this is our Goswami, our Goswamis, all the Goswamis basically. And the head of all this Goswami, if you see the head of all manjaris in the spiritual world, and also when we speak about all the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami is the foremost. Even Sanatana Goswami, being elder brother, still he was respecting Rupa Goswami. He considers Rupa Goswami to be his spiritual master, Shiksha Guru. But Rupa Goswami considers Sanatana Goswami to be Shiksha Guru. It was like that. Because Sanatana Goswami is completely aware that Rupa Goswami's position in the spiritual world. So in that way. So they are very, very exalted. This tongue is not enough to glorify all these great souls actually. So that Rupa Goswami has, as I mentioned, they are maid servants of Radha and Krishna. They have, okay, just one more thing I wanted to just mention here. Why maid servants are very important? In this world, if we say servant or maid servant, then what a low class position is that, correct? Nobody will value it. But the maid servant's position in the Goloka Vrindavan is the topmost position. Why? Because just think of this example now also, I mean in the world, in this material world. Just take the example of the Prime Minister of the country. Prime Minister will have there are different cabinet ministers or many people under him. If they want to come to meet the Prime Minister, they cannot just come just like that. They have to call the secretary, see the schedule and take an appointment, and then only they can come, correct? So there are different categories of gopis who is serving Radha and Krishna. So they have to see what is the schedule of Radharani. They have to, even Sakhis also. Sakhis are very closer. 8 Ashtasakis are so close to Radharani, but still they also had some kind of, you know, in some of the places they cannot go. In the sense they are restricted. However, these maid servants can go to anywhere. In the sense they can go to the bedroom of Radharani. They can, decorate her. They will be serving Radha for, they will be doing the chamara in the night while she was sleeping, to make her sleep, and taking care of them, taking care of her nicely, making the hair, braiding the hair, and putting what is that, all the decorations on the lotus feet, and also mehendi and everything. All the services is done by maid servants, and they don't need any appointment to go even to the bedrooms, in the sense even to that but very confidential place also. So when Radha and Krishna together, not every gopis are allowed actually. Even Sakhis will not enter after one particular point. I mean, we are saying there are different leelas in some of the leelas I am saying, but Manjaris have access everywhere, free access, because their intimacy and closeness was more. They are like servants, because servants are required in all the circumstances. So they were very close. They will be always with Radha and Krishna. So that is the position of these Manjaris, and all the six Goswamis are actually the maid servants of Radha and Krishna in the Golok Vrindavan. So you can imagine what will be the power of the words of that, and the head of all these Manjaris is Rupa Manjari, and that Rupa Manjari is our Rupa Goswami. What will be the power of his works? Because who knows better than Rupa Manjari about Radha and Krishna? Tell me, who will know? Nobody. So that is the position, dear devotees. Why we are saying this? Because we should know the position of Rupa Goswami. We should know the identity of Rupa Goswami. Then only we can appreciate whatever he is saying through his books. So we are going to start the study of his book, right? Small book. He has written basic book for sadhakas like this, and there is one more book, Upadesamrita Sindhu. This completely, it's a very great, work. 18 years he took to write that. Very deep. The entire, it's a technical book basically. However, all the science of Krishna consciousness is there in that Bhakti Rasamrita. It is called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So that will be our study later, not now. So, and there are so many other books which we cannot even touch. It speaks about high class, that Vipralamba Bhava, and so many that Radha Krishna's pastimes, and not only pastimes which we cannot even, we don't have adhikar to touch there. I mean, go there now. So the point is that we should know who is this Acharya. So he is the best maid servant of Radha and Krishna, and Rupa Goswami and all these Goswamis, Mahaprabhu had given different instructions to them. One was the instruction is to uncover all the Radha and Krishna's and all the pastimes of Krishna in the Vrindavan. Uncover it. That was one of the instruction. Means to recover, or we can say to manifest all the pastime places. It was already hidden, so they want to get it back. This instruction given by Rupa Goswami, our Mahaprabhu to them. And also he instructed to construct different temples, and they have done that also. This Sapta Devalaya all coming, that 7 temples, Goswami temples in Vrindavan, because that was an instruction of Mahaprabhu. They constructed temples, they installed deities, everything. This is Vrindavan basically. And third instruction to them was to write Bhakti Shastras, to write books. They also did that profusely. Fourth was that to propagate the Vaishnava etiquette, how the Vaishnava should be. So to propagate that Vaishnava culture, Vaishnava etiquettes. So these 4 instructions were given to Rupa Goswami and all the other Goswami. So predominantly Rupa and Sanatan Goswami has done this, because the temple construction and all basically done by Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. So these 4 instructions were to them. I mean, to others also, but they were predominantly have done this actually. And other Goswamis were supporting. So the point is that Rupa Goswami is that great soul. Not soul, he is coming directly from the spiritual world. And one more connection. Our Prabhupada, yesterday we discussed about Srila Prabhupada, he was staying in Radha Damodar temple, and that temple was constructed by our Jiva Goswami under the guidance of Rupa Goswami. And that Radha Damodar has been carved by Srila Jiva Goswami with his lotus palms, and he has gifted to our his guru, his Jiva Goswami's guru is Rupa Goswami. And in that temple today also, if you go to that Radha Damodar temple in Seva Kunj in Vrindavan, there is samadhi. There are so many samadhis. That is the main samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami there. And there are different Acharya samadhis also there. So Rupa Goswami samadhi is right there. His bhajan kutir is right there. And our Prabhupada had a room in that temple. So when it's a very small room where he was sleeping, and there is a small kitchen also. That's all. When we see from the window of that kitchen of Prabhupada, we can see Srila Rupa Goswami Samadhi. Now there are so many construction, so many changes has come in the temple, but before it was nothing was there. It was complete clear view of Samadhi and Bhajan Kutir. So Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Prabhupada, every day he used to see from his window. He used to, of course, he is staying in the temple. He used to sweep the entire Radha Damodar temple every single day, especially, and also he used to sweep and mop the floor of, in front of Rupa Goswami's Samadhi and Rupa Goswami's Bhajan Kutir, and praying to Rupa Goswami and to all Goswamis, please help me. I don't know what to do. My Guru Maharaj has given me a big task on my head. He is taking the complete shelter of Rupa Goswami and telling him, please bless me, please help me. He has told me to go to my spiritual master told me to go to Western country. First of all, he told me to write books, translate the books into English, write purports, study all the Shastras, and to study all the Acharyas, works, commentary, and you write your own purport, do the translation of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. All the instructions has been already given, and asked me to take this to the Western world and give holy names and this Bhagavatam to everybody. But I don't know what to do. I am old man. What I can do? He was crying every single day, mopping, sweeping the floor of that Samadhi Mandir. And one day, Srila Rupa Goswami is coming in the dreams of Srila Prabhupada. See, great souls will get, Krishna, for great souls, for pure devotees, Krishna comes in their dreams. Not like we are seeing so many other things. So the point is that for them, Krishna can be manifested in the heart, or they will come in dreams. So different ways. When they do meditation, they can see Krishna in the heart. Also, sometimes come in the dreams also. Prabhupada had got this instruction from his spiritual master through dreams many times. When he was in the planet also he got, but when he left also, he used to get different dreams of his spiritual master giving different instruction. And Rupa Goswami came into the dream of Prabhupada and told Prabhupada, "Oh Abhay Charan, oh Bhaktivedanta Swami, don't worry about anything. We are there with you. You go ahead. We are there just behind you. You go." He gave full empowerment, Rupa Goswami. He said, not only me, all others are with me, all other Goswamis are with me. So you go ahead. Our complete, full empowerment is there for you. And then only whatever we discussed yesterday, meeting that Morarji, Sumati Morarji, and whatever happened after that, we know. Then he went to America also. Everything happened after this incident. And because of that, Prabhupada mentions, we'll see that tomorrow, the next class. In the Upadesamrita, in the preface, he is writing that we are all Rupanugas. We are actually Rupanugas basically, and we are called as Rupanugas. Rupanugas means the followers of Rupa Goswami, because he is the Acharya. He is the greatest Acharya in our line, Gaudiya Vaishnava. Gaudiya Vaishnavism, he is the greatest Acharya. Nobody like Rupa Goswami. He is the first, he is the greatest Acharya, and we are all actually followers of Rupa Goswami. So, all Gaudiyas are called as Rupanugas. So, Prabhupada mentions there, we will see that tomorrow, that our Sampradaya is based, our Sampradaya, the main Acharya, and our Sampradaya is under the supervision of Rupa Goswami. So he is our prominent Acharya basically. So that is the identity of Srila Rupa Goswami, and by Krishna's mercy we will begin, we'll start reading right from cover to cover. We are going to study right from the preface. We will be going through the book line by line. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Rupa Goswami ki jai, Shri Rupa Shri Sanatana Bhatta Raghunatha, Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha ki jai, Shad Goswami Vrinda ki jai, Shachinandan Shri Gaur Hari ki jai, Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Sham. Thank you. Hare Krishna.